Morgan City. Flood fighters sank a barge to try to slow down the rising river. WGNO's Kenny Lopez is there live tonight with more on how that plan is working. Kenny?
Hey, Kurt. Yes, that barge did help. It's preventing the water levels from rising. We're being told 3 to 4 inches. Once they put the barge in, 3 to 4 inches of water didn't rise, so that's great news to hear. Now, this wall is very sturdy. It's 22 feet, and I was here a week ago, and you could actually see the wharf. Now it's all water. Take a look right here. No parking on the wharf, that sign. That's obvious because it's full of water. Look back a little further at the water meter. The water is at 8.5 feet, and the mayor tells me that it was originally supposed to crest on May 25th. Now they pushed that date back to May 28th. And I talked to a lot of residents here that were checking out the water levels, and the fact that the water isn't rising as high as they thought is giving them a great sense of relief.
As the days have gone by since we've been here, the news keeps getting better.
Good news is right. Morgan City Mayor Tim Mott says they've just lowered the prediction of rising water in the Atchafalaya Basin from 10.5 feet to 9.5 feet. And that makes folks like Ryan Wilson, who live here, feel safer.
You know, I have confidence in our levee system and our floodgate system that it'll hold up and we'll be just fine.
Still, she says, all the talk of the river rising is somewhat confusing to her.
Yeah, it would be a lot better if, you know, somebody really broke it down and told me, look, this is what is happening right now.
To give you all an idea of what's going on with the water, we're using food coloring to demonstrate. Okay, this is water from the Atchafalaya Basin, and this is water from the Morganza Spillway. They opened 17 bays. What's happening is they're meeting in the middle, causing floodwater to back up into the communities.
It's not going very high. I think we're going to be okay. But the most thing that we're endangered of the snakes and the alligators, because I just saw one going way over there.
These brothers, Cheney and Carter Pasqua, came to look at the water levels with their grandparents who are visiting from Ohio. Grandma Tana says at first she was worried. Now that she knows the water isn't expected to rise as high, she can let out a sigh of relief.
Looks good to me, from what I know.
But just in case.
And we have a canoe in our backyard.
Now, here's a different scene. Check out down the block at Cafe Jojo's. They're having a block party. So obviously, this is totally different than what we've been seeing in the last week, where people were sandbagging and preparing their homes and their businesses. So this is nice to see people are feeling a little bit more comfortable that their homes and their businesses won't be threatened. And the mayor, I've been talking to the mayor and other authorities, and they're keeping a very close eye on the water here in the Atchafalaya Basin. So good news here tonight. Live in Morgan City, Kenny Lopez, WGNO News.
Very different tone there this Friday night. Thank you, Kenny.